CSS for web designers taster session video. First, open the HTML document index.html by double clicking on it. If you need to, switch to code view by clicking on the code button. Here you can see all the HTML for the document, and here you can see the link to the attached style sheet, stylesheet1.css, and here it is in the files panel. Open the style sheet by double clicking on it. Here you can see all the style elements used to not only lay out the document, not covered in this video, but if you scroll down you will see other style elements used to style a number of the tags used in the document, such as the body, the heading tags, etc. Select the HTML document. If we look a bit further down the code, we can see here we have an embedded style. Notice that this embedded style is within two style type tags, where we have a style open, and if we look a little bit further down, line 15, a style closed tag. And here is where the style has been applied further down in the HTML. If we look a little further down, we can see that there is also an inline style applied. Switch back to design view by clicking on the design button. Let's make some changes. First of all, let's open the CSS panel. We can do this by clicking on it, and then all the style elements associated with the HTML document, that will be those within the external style sheet, embedded style and inline style, will be displayed and are easily accessible from here. Let's change one. Double click on the H1 style and it will open a CSS rule definition window. Let's change the color. Click on the little color square. Now select a different color. We'll select red. My mistake, white. And click on apply to apply the change. And then finally OK to close the window. If we look at the document in design view in the background, we can notice the welcome to the kitchen company text using the H1 style has changed immediately. Let's have a look at the style sheet in code view. If we have a look at the H1 element within the style sheet, we should notice that the color property value has changed also. Here it is. You may have noticed that the contents of the style sheet is nothing more than text. So therefore we should be able to make changes directly in the style sheet, and they should also be applied directly to the HTML document. Let's change the color again. If we now open up the H1 tag within the CSS styles panel, we can see that the change we've made in the text is immediately visible. Let's close that window. Now let's have a look at the HTML document in design view. And we can see the change has been made straight away. So what does that tell us? We could either access style elements, create them or change them in the styles panel, or we can create and edit them directly in the style sheet. It doesn't really matter. Now let's save all the work by clicking on File and Save All. Finally, let's preview this HTML document index.html in a web browser. We'll select Internet Explorer, as this is the only one associated with this copy of Dreamweaver we're currently using. The HTML document, after a few moments, is loaded into a web browser session. Let's just enlarge the web browser window by maximizing it. And here we are. Here's the HTML document with the changes we've made within a web browser.